Hey guys, this is Nathan with AMR Creative, and today I wanted to review with you the Smallrig cage for the Sony a7S III. This is designed and tooled specifically for the Sony a7S III. It's not going to work with another camera, this camera alone. Why do you need a cage, do you ask? What's the purpose? Because it looks cool? Well, it definitely does, but there's two reasons really. One is to protect your investment. Having a little bit of metal around the sides to protect if it were to fall and hit the ground, or you're walking with a light stand, a C-stand, and you bang into it, you want to hit that metal and not have like the plastic of the body. So it helps to protect your investment of the camera body. Okay, secondly, these cameras, we're using these in cinematic applications a lot of the time. It might be a little body, but I mean, I've filmed lots of commercials, even national commercials with cameras like this. So sometimes we need a little bit more tools to build this out to make it a little more secure, a little more professional for the needs that we need. And the cages help us do that. The body itself doesn't have a lot of attachments. All that the body has is this hot shoe really up here that we can use to put accessories in. What this does is it expands that. Like, look up here. Look at all of these threads up here. These holes, receivers, a bunch of 1/4-20s, as well as some 3/8. So we can screw endless amounts of accessories up there, whether it's a monitor, an articulating arm, you name it. There is so many different things. I also screw in, I've got a Smallrig plate for a cage for my Apple AirTag, and I put that up there. So like I said, there's just a million different applications that you can screw stuff into here. But I needed something also that didn't impede on the hot shoe, right? That's a tool that we can use. A lot of cages have that covered, and it drives me insane. But the people at Smallrig realize that people still want to use their hot shoe, right? For flashes, or for me, I have the K3M XLR attachment. Okay, so it turns it now basically into like what an FX3 is. Okay, I've got an audio module up here. I can put a shotgun microphone. I can put wireless through. I've got XLR. It just makes it more professional, and I want to be able to use that if I want to. Guess what? I can. It's not, the space isn't being blocked. I love that. Okay, so on top, we got one more thing to talk about here, and that is the cold shoe. So here, we can put a depending on what other accessories you buy, we can put a rod that does your wireless focus for you. You can put a light up here. You can put an audio receiver up here. You can put a shotgun microphone up here. Once again, endless opportunities with this cold shoe. So you got a cold shoe. I still have access to my hot shoe. 1/4-inch, 20 thread receivers, as well as 3/8 inch. So that's on the top. It's just expanded this camera so much more. Okay, let's look at this side. This side, once again, we've got a 3/8 inch hole up here, threaded, as well as 1/4-20. So we can screw more accessories in over there. Like you might want a side grip or something to be able to control your camera better. Well, you can now, because you can, if you buy the right one, the right size threads, you can screw it in right there. And let's see here, it's not blocking your media. You can still get your media in and out. Well thought out. Okay. This side, once again, you got a bunch of 1/4-20s in there. You can screw a lot of accessories down here, up here, all over the place. So once again, more applications you can use, more different tools you can use to plug in. You can also see right here, you can put a strap there if you want to. So you can have a strap around your neck and it can hang here, however you want to do it, but super awesome. I really like that feature. And then kind of a little hidden gem here on the side is that this is actually a NATO rail. So once again, it's a common thing in our industry, right? NATO rails. I have a grip over here that I use, and it goes on NATO rail. I just have to screw it. It's like a thumb screw. It's built to go fast, to hook up quick. I don't need a screwdriver to screw into it. I just put it on the rail and I tighten it, and it's good to go with my hand. No tools needed. So I love that. That is so cool. And once again, I can still get to my HDMI, no problem. My microphone stuff, my headphone stuff, none of that interferes. They've done a really good job of giving me clearance there. Once again, if you look at the back here, it hasn't interfered with anything. Still plenty of room. That is really, really cool. So the last thing I want to show you is on the bottom here. So one screw goes into the body and it holds it in place. We still need to put a tripod plate or arc of Swiss on here eventually. So you still have more threaded options here. 3/8, 1/4 inch. You can put an adapter in there to make that another 1/4 inch if you want. So you can have 1/4 inch, put a arc of Swiss on there. That's what I do. And then one thing that's really cool is it comes with this little screwdriver. Super duper cool. Okay, I use this all the time, and it magnetically sits up here out of the way, so I can screw on my tripod plates, and I can also slide it under the tripod plate once I put it on there. So once again, I don't have to go searching for tools. It's got one built in. That is really cool. I kind of broke mine off. I'm a big silly gorilla sometimes. I snap the end off. It's usually a little bit longer, but once again, super cool. Really, really well thought out. I love this thing. It's just transformed this camera into a beast. I can just go for days and accessorize it and convert it to exactly what I need to use it for. So I highly recommend you pick one of these out because it is superb.